Hello dear students, good morning. I am Asha Pawar working as Assistant Professor at SNJB's KBJ COE Chandwat, Nasik. Student, in last lecture we learned what is hardness, types of hardness, units of hardness. In today's lecture we learn the hardness estimation by EDTA method. So learning objective of today's class to study determination of hardness of water by EDTA method, and the learning outcome of the today's session, that is students able to understand determination of hardness of water by EDTA method. Student, EDTA is nothing but ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. It is a organic compound and EDTA can be used to determine the hardness of water sample. So ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid is sparingly soluble in water, but disodium salt, it completely soluble in water. So determination of hardness in laboratory, generally disodium EDTA is used. EDTA is always and always used for the hardness estimation. At that time indicators used may be Erichrome black tea or chalcone, and this reaction, hardness estimation reaction, always completed in basic conditions. So maintaining the basic condition, buffer solution having pH 10 always required. And during the hardness estimation the titration takes place. It is nothing but the complexometric titration. So student, what is exactly the principle of this hardness estimation or EDTA titration method? EDTA has a natural tendency to react with hardness causing heavy metal like calcium and magnesium present in water, and in presence of EBT indicator form a unstable complex with indicator EBT having pink red color. EDTA then react with all hardness causing metal ion present in water to form a stable complex, that is metal EDTA complex. Means in short, EDTA, that is disodium salt, react with metal ion like calcium and magnesium at a basic condition, that is at a pH 10 buffer in presence of indicator EBT to form a stable complex, that is metal EDTA complex. See this reaction, EDTA react with metal, then formation of such a cyclic coordination complex, it is known as a chelate also, and this complex, metal EDTA complex, is stable. So hardness estimation by using EDTA can be takes place in a two part. First part is the standardization of EDTA by using magnesium sulfate or by using zinc sulfate, and the second part is determination of total hardness of the given water sample. So what is exactly the procedure? This is the diagram or the chart that indicate the procedure. Then part A, what is exactly the procedure? In a conical flask we take a 25 ml or 100 ml of MgSO4 or zinc SO4. Then we have to add a indicator, we have to add a buffer solution 10 to 15 ml and 2-3 drops of metal Eriochrome black tea indicator. Then this solution become pink red or wine. Then we titrate this solution with the EDTA. Drop by drop, if we add the EDTA, then this pink color, pink red color changes to sky blue. That is formation of stable metal EDTA colorless complex along with regeneration of metal EBT. And from the burette reading in a part A, we have to calculate the molarity of MgSO4 or zinc SO4 by using the formula M1V1 is equal to M2V2. That is, M1 is a molarity of magnesium sulfate, V1 is a volume of magnesium sulfate taken for the titration, M2 is a molarity of EDTA, and V2 is a volume of EDTA. M1 is known to you because it is a standard substance. We have to take a known volume of MgSO4 or zinc ZnSO4. V2 is the burette reading, and from M1, V1 and V2 we easily calculate M2, that is exact concentration of EDTA that used for the hardness estimation in part B. So M2 is required for the hardness estimation, that is for the determination of total hardness. Then what is exactly the part B? Part B is the actual hardness estimation, that is first of all we have to calculate the total hardness of the given water sample with the help of indicator EBT and buffer solution. Then what is procedure? Procedure is again similar like the part A. We have to take a 100 ml or 25 ml water sample in a conical flask, then add a buffer solution having the pH 10, either 10 to 15 ml, and then we have to add 2-3 drops of EBT indicator. Then solution become pink red or wine red color. In that solution we have to add drop by drop disodium EDTA. Then pink red or wine red color changes to sky blue. We stop the addition of disodium EDTA and note down the burette reading. And that burette reading, that is how much amount of EDTA required for the neutralization of that water sample, we use for the hardness estimation. And during this titration, these are the reaction takes place. That is, first of all, the heavy metal ion present in a water sample react with EBT indicator. Formation of this pink red or wine red metal EBT complex, it is unstable. Then the heavy metal ion react with EDTA. Formation of stable colorless metal EDTA complex. Or maybe the possibility, that is metal EBT is unstable. If we add the EDTA from the burette, then metal EBT decomposes and formation of stable metal EDTA complex. So with the help of molarity of EDTA and volume of EDTA required for the titration in a part B, we easily calculate the total hardness of a given water sample. For that purpose we use formula Y, that is the burette reading, into Z means molarity of EDTA, into 100 into 1000 upon V, that is the volume of water taken for the titration, and this total hardness we find in the ppm CaCO3 equivalent. So once we calculate the total hardness for the given water sample, same water sample we boil and filter, and after boiling and filtration, temporary hardness completely remove from that water sample. We have to use the same procedure for the filtrate, that is determination of permanent hardness for the water sample by using the same formula Y into Z into 1000 into 100 upon V. Then once we calculate the permanent hardness and total hardness, we have to find temporary hardness from the same water sample, that is temporary hardness is equal to total hardness minus permanent hardness. EDTA method is a very advantageous because it gives quick answer for the hardness, either total or either permanent. We have to easily differentiate the end point of the titration. Very crucial indicator is available for the titration, and answer obtained in a very few minutes. So EDTA method is a very important for the hardness estimation. Thank you.